Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Positive Profit, the YouTube show and podcast where we help you learn how to start and grow your own natural dog treat business. Hey profiteers, it's Kara with Positive Profit. Thanks for joining me on another episode. This one is very colorful and I can't wait to get to it. Have you ever wondered how to add a vibrant splash of color to your dog treats without using artificial dyes? We're going to talk about it. Today, we're diving into the all-natural world of natural fruit and veggie powders. I'll show you how to achieve stunning colors using wholesome ingredients. Are you ready? Let's go. Do you want to dive deeper into the world of dog treat decorating and even have your own dog treat business? You can connect with fellow bakers who are just as excited as you are about using natural colors. Join our free community at facebook.com/groups/startadogtreatbiz. That's facebook.com/groups/startadogtreatbiz. We share tips on everything from creating vibrant colors to natural icings to finding the best ingredients around and tools for your dog treat business. Come be a part of a great group where we support each other in baking and business. If you're not already a subscriber and you're watching the YouTube video, now's the time to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of this good stuff. You'll be learning all about natural powders to color your icing and frosting. Whether you use pastries for pets or a different brand of pre-mixed frosting, or you choose to do something with cream cheese, maybe a yogurt base, this will work. Let me give you a little overview of these powders and introduce you to the concepts of natural powders for coloring. First of all, the big benefit is they're free from artificial dye, and that's fantastic. A lot of people do still like to use artificial dye, and they've got some reasons for that. Number one, you can't achieve every color you want with natural powders. I've tried again and again to make turquoise, won't happen. I'm left with like sea algae. I'm not really sure, but turquoise is a really difficult one to achieve. So there's some colors that just really don't work very well with natural colors. If you're getting your guaranteed analysis, you might find that some natural colors add a nutritive benefit that must be accounted for in your guaranteed analysis. You can look on the back of the packaging of your natural food color to see if it has any of the nutrients that a guaranteed analysis will measure for. If it doesn't have any of those ingredients on the back of the package, you're probably safe to add it without getting a guaranteed analysis. I don't know where you live or what state you're in, so that might change. But generally speaking, if the nutritive value of the natural powder isn't something that's measured in the guaranteed analysis, you don't need a new one if you're going to add it, okay? But to be safe, a lot of people do use artificial dyes and colors because there is no nutritive value, so they don't have to check packaging. Let me give you a rundown of the powders, a little description of each one so you know what they're called and a little bit about them. This is a great episode because if you've ever been wondering and you don't want to go out and buy all of the powders, I already have. I've done that for you. So watch this video. The first powder we're going to talk about is Sapphire Wolfberry, and this is a beautiful, gorgeous powder by Suncor. It's also known as black Goji powder. Isn't that beautiful? It has a deep, rich purple color with a red undertone. We're going to talk about hardening because with natural fruits and veggie powders, they tend to do that. Lots do. This one has about a medium hardness, I guess. It hardens up a medium amount. It's something you can still work with. If you find that your powders are getting a bit chunky in the bag, you can, smush them between your fingers. If they're very chunky, which sometimes happen, you can grate them over a fine sieve, and then that fine powder will come out, and that's what you want. You really don't want any lumps in your icing or your frosting because when you're trying to decorate with a pastry bag, those lumps will clog your tip, they'll clog the nozzle, and fruits and veggie powders are known for doing that. So this can harden in the bag a medium amount. Don't worry, I'll be going through more so you can see what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is by Suncor Foods. They really make a great product. I love Suncor Foods for most of their coloring. There's one I do not, and we'll talk about that too. The next powder we're going to talk about is beetroot. This should be a staple in your dog treat decorating. This is a gorgeous color. It's usually what people make red with. And with Christmas coming up, you're going to want those gorgeous reds. Beetroot should be part of that. Now, reds are a little bit of a touchy subject if you're dealing with natural fruit and veggie powders, as it's also a difficult color to achieve. So this can get not red, but close to it, close to it. And I found if you mix this with a different powder, you can even get a better shade of red. We're going to talk about it. Stick around. This is beetroot powder, and I get it from a company called Bulk Supplements. This is what the bag looks like. It's kind of a big bag, really. I thought I was going to be going through this like crazy, but it really was a good value when I got it. I got it on Amazon. I actually got all of my natural fruit and veggie colors on Amazon. This just has beetroot powder. There's no other ingredients in it. And this happened to be the cheapest at the time that I was looking for it. It does harden, I will say that. It's nothing that is rock hard, brick hard, but it does have a hard clump, I would say. There is something worse than hard, and that is unusable. We do have one of those, but this is a hard clump. And to get the powder that's in this little Dixie cup, as you can see, there's no clumping because I did run it through a fine sieve to get it into this container, which really helped. It's very easy to do. Okay, so beetroot is going to make red. Don't worry, I'll have all these Amazon links in the description below. I am an affiliate, so thank you if you make a purchase. I do receive a percentage, and it helps to keep the channel going, so I appreciate that. Another color we have, this is pink. When I first started the dog treat business, this was the color that I lived for. Absolutely love this bright bubblegum, super happy color. And this is known as dragon fruit powder or pink pitaya powder. I absolutely love this color. It is so vibrant. This is a showstopper, and I can't wait to show it to you. This is a smooth, fine powder. I have never had the slightest inkling of a clump. It comes out perfect every time. The brand for this is called Nature Restore Dragon Fruit Powder. All right, there's a picture of the dragon fruit, and that's the brand. And it's just perfect every time. And again, this is a big showstopper. So dragon fruit makes pink. Now we're going to talk about this brand. It's Suncor. Okay, so we just saw that Sapphire Wolfberry from Suncor. Gorgeous color, comes out of the bag nice. Everything about it's great. This, however, this particular super color powder is a big disappointment in my opinion. This is red dragon fruit again, just like what we saw, but it clumps so quickly in the bag. And I'm talking quick. I remember I had it for 2 months and I thought, man, this is clumping bad. And I was already having to grate it over the fine mesh sieve to get a powder that I could work with so I wouldn't have those lumps that would clog the nozzle. And then it just kept getting worse in a hurry. And the thing is, this was a second bag I bought. The first bag did that. So I thought maybe there was a hole in the bag. Maybe, there was some kind of problem. And yes, I might have pink fingers. All right. I'm going to have a rainbow of color of fingers by the time we're done. But I thought maybe there was just a problem with the first bag. So I bought a second one and it was even worse. You guys, I wanted to put this in a little container for you to see it, but it is so hard. I really can't get it out of the bag. It is rock. So I can't show you except to say I don't buy this anymore. And I do buy Nature Restore that I just showed you. So this is what I wanted to kind of compare and contrast. So we talk about hard clumps. This is unworkable, unusable, not going to buy it again. Too expensive for that to happen. And it's my second bag, y'all. Okay, so any ideas what color this is? This smells like you want to eat it. It's absolutely delicious. And I will tell you, it's actually delicious because I've eaten it. The dragon fruit and the Wolfberry Sapphire, I mean, they don't do anything for me. I don't care for them. This I love. This I'll sprinkle on ice cream. I can bake with it. I can make dog treats with it too. It's strawberry. If we look at the pink that we just saw, which is that dragon fruit, you can see the difference in the shades of pink. This is a more vibrant neon. This is a softer pink, maybe, some kind of crazy ballerina pink, but I mean, darker than that. But you can see how the pink shades really vary. Also, if we put these together, really, these all three can make a pink shade, and they're just different. This is beetroot, and this is dragon fruit or pink pitaya, and then this is strawberry, and they all do something different. You get a whole bunch for this. I also use these in my puppuccinos. Okay, so I do a puppuccino, which is my whipped cream, and then they have a freeze-dried strawberry. I make a syrup with this, just strawberry powder and water, and I put it in a container and I drizzle it over the top of the strawberry puppuccino. It's a showstopper. It looks great, smells great, tastes great. Humans and their dog can eat it, so that's the cool part. And this is strawberry powder from Herbalia. Again, I got this on Amazon. Completely satisfied with it. Very, very happy. And this is a fine, smooth powder. I've not had any clumping issues with it at all. It's a winner, complete winner. All right, we are moving on down the color wheel, down our rainbow, and we have come into yellow. And this is turmeric. It's very strong smelling. If you know turmeric, you know what I'm talking about. Very, very earthy, very strong flavor, or very strong smell, and a very strong flavor too. But this is my absolute go-to yellow. I don't even have a second choice. This is all I bought. You probably even maybe even have it in your cupboard right now. Safe to use. This is a smooth, fine powder. A little goes a long way. That's why this episode is so cool, because I can show you all kinds of things that unless you bought it, you may not know. So a little will go a long way with this. Anyway, this is either from Frontier or Star West Botanicals. I can't remember. I know it's organic, and I bought it for a different use, but when I started doing dog treats, I realized, oh, I can use that. Great color, yellow, and yep. It's a staple. You must have this. So far, the staples I think you should have would be the beetroot, it would be the dragon fruit, and turmeric. Moving on to green. This is a light, happy kind of spring green. Any ideas what this is? Any? This is spinach powder. So I wanted 2 shades of green because I was doing St. Patrick's Day treats. This was the light green that I came up with that's very dog friendly. This is by a brand called NutriCost Organic. And as you can see, you guys, my containers are used. They're lived in. I've got smudges on them because I really do use these. And this is just organic spinach powder. Beautiful color. If you feel like you're gravitating towards any of these colors, head into the description and click on the link and grab one. So this is the spinach powder. I'm going to leave it here because I'm going to show you the Spirulina. See what a difference those are? I think it's so nice to have 2 shades of green. I wasn't able to get a different color green by just adding more spinach powder. This is the lightest it would ever be. Having both of these, it's real nice to have 2 shades, especially when you're doing Christmas treats, when you are doing St. Patrick's Day treats, spring treats. There's so many uses for these things. Stems on pumpkins, y'all. Thanksgiving's coming up. Anyway, this is a great powder. It's a very fine powder, never any clumping. This is very wonderful. This is also a smooth, fine powder. There can be some very, very light clumping. You just push it down with your finger, easy breezy, no worries on that. And this is an organic powder, either from Star West Botanicals or Frontier. They are both sold on Amazon. So here are the greens that I use. Now we're going to talk about blue. This is a gorgeous shade of blue that does get darker when you start working with it. You wouldn't imagine it would because it looks so light, but it will get darker, which I thought was kind of cool. And also a reason why I didn't buy any other blue coloring. I just have this. It's called Butterfly Pea Flower. This is also known as blue matcha. It can be known as either name. It's smooth. It does have some light hardening, nothing you can't push down with your fingers. And the brand on this is Ancient Choice. And there's another brand that I sometimes get. I see what's on sale. This has had a cheaper price on Amazon every time I've looked the last few times. So I keep getting it and I've never been disappointed. And this is also safe for dogs. In fact, all of these are safe for dogs. Okay. So this is the blue that I use. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at that. We're into purples. So gorgeous. This is purple sweet potato. And if you want right in your face purple, this is going to do it. Purple sweet potato is fantastic. This is also from the brand Suncor. It is a smooth, fine powder that is really fantastic. By the way, the butterfly pea powder I was talking to you about, also a staple. Gotta have blue. This is what I use. I understand that there is a blue spirulina as well. I have never tried that, but I do know it's quite expensive. So I go with this. Gotta have blue. And I go for butterfly pea flower powder. Anyway, so for the purple, I have got a few different ones. I've got this purple sweet potato from Suncor. And then I also have Red Cabbage. So it's a darker purple. In fact, let's put our three purples out here. Okay. Let's have all these three together, all of the purples, so you can see the little nuances. This is the purple we started with first. It is Sapphire, Wolfberry, or Black Goji. It is from Suncor. Here's the purple sweet potato we just talked about, also from Suncor. And then this is Cosmos Red Cabbage, also from Suncor. They do make great products. But again, for the dragon fruit, that was a no-go for me. They probably have just light hardening, nothing you can't just break apart very easily with your fingers. So just know that going into it. They're all very gorgeous colors, but they're going to give slightly a different look. So I bet you can't guess what this powder is. What do you think it is? Pretty light. It's a fine powder, though it is now. It's only a fine powder because I grated it. I took the lumps and kind of smushed them in a fine mesh sieve with my thumbs. If you were to smell this, smells maybe a little citrusy. You can't tell what it is by smelling it. You know what? You can't really tell what it is by looking at it, but I'll tell you what it is. It's carrot powder. Now, I have to admit, when I bought this carrot powder, I was a bit disappointed because I wanted this to be the color of orange carrots because it was springtime and I wanted orange, and this is what I got. And I was disappointed for sure. This is by a company called Bulk Supplements. We saw them earlier because I buy my latest batch of beetroot powder from them. Not disappointed with the beetroot powder color at all. The carrot powder is a bit different. So I wasn't very happy with the carrot powder. And then we've got Carob powder. This mix is a lot darker than it currently is. This is organic carob powder, and it's by a company called Azure Market. And this makes brown, obviously. My bag is also leaking. That is unfortunate. I'll have to clean that up later. Anyway, carob powder. This has a slight clump. It's nothing terrible. This is another carob powder. As you can see, this one is a bit darker. This is from a company called Chatfields. This is the one I will buy now. It's just that I bought Azure Market because I needed it for something and Amazon wasn't going to deliver in time. And that's why I bought the Azure. It's maybe a light roast. I'm not quite sure. But here is Chatfields. I love their carob powder. They are always consistent. It makes a great shade of brown. I like to use both colors, especially if I'm doing anything coffee in a mug or a latte or something like that. I like to have both options. Anyway, so we've got two shades of brown, and this is Chatfield and Azure Market. Look at this color. Isn't this fun? This is called Brick Red, and it's one of the colors that I purchased from Pastries for Pets, and I went online on their website to purchase this. I can't find any of their products on Amazon, or trust I would for that free shipping. But this is Brick Red. This is smooth. It's a fine powder, and this Brick Red has got iron oxide in it. It's got some beet powder and guar gum. I mean, you could think about this thing too hard, and all of a sudden you're gonna have it all over you. I don't know what the deal is. It'll just get right into every pore. And sometimes I use it by itself if I want a brick red, but I also mix it with a different color to get the best shade of red that I think you can possibly achieve with natural food powders. And here is the packaging for the brick red color from Pastries for Pets. You can see right there, it's got the red iron oxide, beet powder, and guar gum. And this is the size of a 2-ounce package. So sometimes it's kind of hard to judge how much is 2 ounces. Well, I'll tell you that currently it's filled to here, and I've used a lot of it. So I've got a lot left, and a little goes a long way. So if you're ever wondering how much you get in a bag and like, really, what does that mean? This is how big it is. Moving on to our last color, it wouldn't be complete without black. I was using activated charcoal, and I guess in very small amounts, it's okay for a dog. But read about it, and I wasn't comfortable using activated charcoal in my treats to achieve black. So I wanted to see what else was out there, and this is being sold by Pastries for Pets. It's their Midnight Black food color, and it's made of black iron oxide and carob and guar gum. This is also a 2-ounce bag, just like the brick red color was, and a little does go a long way. Black is used in so many different cookies for dogs for decorating. Lots of uses for black. You're going to want black for sure. This will be a staple for you. So I wasn't thrilled about activated charcoal. It's a personal choice. I know others use it. And just like any color you're going to pick, it's going to be your own choice, right? So this is what I was comfortable with. So this is what I chose. So to recap the powders we've covered today, we've done beetroot powder, dragonfruit, which is also pink pitaya. We did strawberry, turmeric, spinach, green spirulina, butterfly pea flower, cosmos red cabbage, sapphire wolfberry, purple sweet potato. We did midnight black from Pastries for Pets, and we did brick red from Pastries for Pets. We also did carob powder from Chatfields, and we also did another carob powder from Azure Market. Oh, we did carob powder from Bulk Supplements, and the beetroot powder also was from Bulk Supplements. So if there's anything in there that you want to try, I hope this video has inspired you and given you the confidence to leap out there and try natural food color for yourself and for the health of the pets that you make your treats for. Links will be in the description for all of the powders that I have mentioned. The brands may have changed by now, but I'll still have the link to the most affordable best brand. So if you have liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought. And, let me know what your favorite natural powders are or your favorite color combinations too. And check out my podcast. I'm doing a video right now. I also have a podcast, easy to pop in your earbuds and listen. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you don't already know, we've got a Facebook group that talks about this and much, much more about owning your own dog treat business. We'll help you get started. And it's facebook.com/groups/start a dog treat biz for more tips and discussions. Until then, don't forget to treat yourself well and have a great day. Kara out.